Piers has also been implicated in the phone hacking scandal. So is he actually guilty of that as well?
Was Piers Morgan complicit or guilty in any way, shape, or form in a phone hacking scandal at the Sun in the English paper? And I have to say yes. Princess of Swords indicates it's only logical. He was working there. He had access to all of this information. And if he really wanted to do somebody a good turn, why didn't he just report all the negative, scandalous crap that was going on where he was actually working, instead of trying to expose the scandal of a country that was actually giving him a paycheck and supporting him? Why did he turn on us and not on his own group of people that he knew for a fact were guilty? That's a really good question. It's like, how come Manson didn't go on the stage and say, oh yeah, well, all these girls, they thought that I was telling them to hurt somebody. Even Manson, like, manned up, like, no pun intended, you know. So I have to say, Piers Morgan guilty of his role in the Sun tabloid's hacking scandal? Absolutely. 5 of discs. It shows he has been absolutely terrified to have this scandal linked to what he calls his good name. No. And I have to say yes. And apparently 5 of discs indicates that there does seem to be some kind of a hard copy links of evidence to him in regards to his guilt on that. Now, as a human being, I say, yeah, you know, I'm not trying to attack anybody. I am saying I'm getting this information psychically. Everybody should have the right to a trial before being, you know, considered guilty of a crime. I'm not a judge. I'm just answering a psychic question via psychic means, and I'm saying by my methods, he certainly looks guilty. Seriously.
There's a petition being circulated to have him booted out of the United States, having him deported for attacking the Second Amendment when he's not a citizen and should not be using his anchor job as a bully pulpit to shape public or policy. Not, you know, opinion is one thing, but trying to shape the way our government works is another thing entirely. And then, what does he think about this petition? I mean, he's like joking about it on Twitter, but is he really like shaken by it?
Not yet. 9 of Cups says thanks guys for the publicity. This guy must be a real Oscar Wilde fan.
Wow.
That will be interesting to find out if that's actually true. And by the way, to all my audience members and listeners out there, I state unequivocally, it's my energy to tell you that I empower everyone that's listening to find out without fail that the things that I tell you are true. I empower you to find out the truth, no matter what it may be. And I have to say, right now, he is laughing. Oh, thanks for talking about me, guys. Thanks for creating a scandal that I can, like, surf my way into another situation and maybe make more money because now more people are talking about me.
Well, is this going to work in his favor? Are people going to tune into his show? Or is he actually alienating people who are turning off the TV and changing the channel?
Well, to simplify the question, I would have to say, let's get real. Is the petition going to work and get Piers Morgan deported?
It's not even a serious petition. It's basically just giving people a chance to vent.
No, well, let's ask the real question.
Okay.
Is Piers Morgan going to get deported from the United States within the next 365 days starting now? But he could get deported on a completely different charge.
Really?
Much sooner than that.
Wow.
Because what this is doing is it's forcing people to look into the hidden underbelly that I'm talking about and find other more provable evidence of other infractions against the law that he actually is guilty of.
Wow.
So Piers, I'd be putting on your depends right about now.
Well, now which card is that?
The 8 of Wands, Mercury and Sagittarius.
Wow.
Somebody's going to dig a little deeper. And
Wow.
let's find out. What is the secret information that's going to be discovered about Piers Morgan that will finally get him to face the music for some of the more, scandalous things that he's done? What is it going to be? What is that scandal? What is that all about? It basically will have to do with celebrities and accusations that certain celebrities have made against him. So this makes me feel people are going to start coming out of the woodwork in England that are going to be bringing evidence against him
Wow.
that could get him in just as big of trouble as anything.
So which card was that?
6 of Discs, Moon
Wow.
and Taurus, exalted. Very,
Wow.
very interesting.
Well, if you heard it here first on the Voxx show, where we discuss tomorrow's news today.
Let's check out maybe one final idea.
Okay.
Is Piers Morgan going to lose his CNN show? If he's still on the air past July 22nd to August 22nd, I will pass out. I think they're going to let him go.
And which card is that?
The Prince of Wands.
Wow.
Yep. Era of Fire. It doesn't look pretty for you, Mr. Morgan. And like your name, Morgan, which means day, I suggest you wake up.
Wow.
Oh my God. Bring back Larry, the light bulb head king. Oh my God. So long story short, is Piers Morgan guilty of the statements made against him by, the gun lobbyists and all that? Is he guilty? I have to say he is. The art card, Sun in Sagittarius, he's just disseminating erroneous information, manipulative information based on his ridiculous so-called need to bring peace into the world, when in fact the very basis of everything he does for a living is to instigate commotion and controversy. Okay? It's just ridiculous. Okay? So he's just talking out of his ass, basically.
Wow.
Long story short, I hold no ill will towards Mr. Morgan. I don't know him from an ant and an anthill. I don't know anything about him factually other than his birthday. But I do know one thing only. Neptune at 19 degrees Scorpio, while it's in retrograde motion, is about to bite him big in the ass. So Piers, with all that money that you've got, you might want to come over and get a reading. Not that it will change what I'm going to say. That's what I got to say about Mr. Piers Morgan.
Well, that was a lot more than I expected. I don't even know what to say. My
well,
mind
this is
is
more than
blown.
you expected, more than I intended, because I don't even care about this guy. I don't even watch his show. All I can say is he's got a pretty nasty chart with some really bad aspects coming up, and he's about to get the stuffings kicked out of him on a financial and on an entertainment and a scandalous level. And I wish him the best. I, again, hold no animosity. This is psychic information received and given to you by somebody who's recognized as one of the world's most accurate, in fact, most accurate psychic. I've gone on the books with dated factual information that came true, including tsunamis, earthquakes, you name it. Okay? So there's no reason to trash anybody. I'm not here to trash anybody. I'm here to just make a psycho slash psychic opinion based on the tarot, numerology, and astrology for people's edification and hopefully amusement. Although I'm quite serious about it and I know what I'm talking about. So anyway, Piers, let us know what happens. I'm sure we're going to find out.
Yeah, well, definitely.
All right.
Okay.
Another great show, Lori. I'll talk to you soon. 93.
Okay, 93.
And everybody have a mystical, magical day.